Hey guys, welcome to this video. Just wanted to update you on a pickup change I've done to this Telecaster. I haven't used this Tele in my videos for a little while. I've had this Telecaster since 2016. It's an American limited edition Telecaster. I actually got this off the factory floor in the Fender factory in California, and I even picked the neck and I saw the final assembly of it. So that was pretty cool, and it's a very special guitar to me for that reason. Now it came with standard pickups, you know, your standard Tele lipstick neck pickup and bridge pickup. Those pickups that came with it were really good, very happy with them. But I just wanted to try something different, and this is something I can reverse because the neck was already routed for a humbucker, but this isn't a humbucker. And this pickup is from the Creamery. A guy called Jamie up in Manchester in England makes them. Now he makes them to your spec, which is cool. He doesn't have any stock, which so it's an interesting business model. It's good, I think, for pickups, because he said, what guitars is going in, and obviously having to match these two pickups as well. And I'll go through the sounds that I get from the middle and the bridge as well. Users of this channel will know that I'm a big fan of Charlie Christian, and I used to have a custom shop Nocaster with a Lola Charlie Christian in the neck. I sold that guitar last year because I just wasn't getting on with the baseball bat neck anymore, but I was always thought I'd like to get back to having a Tele with a Charlie Christian in. And I came across a video with a Scottish chap playing an archtop with this pickup. This is a Charlie Christian style pickup in a humbucker size, so that makes it much more accessible for people to use without having to route the body. So the bridge pickup has also changed to a vintage style Tele one, and I've gone for a perloid pickguard just to change the look of this guitar a little bit. The obvious different thing about this guitar is the fact that it's a rosewood neck, and it's a complete one-piece rosewood neck. So, usually a Tele with a rosewood fingerboard would have an actual maple neck behind here, and then the rosewood fingerboard on top. So this is, a complete rosewood neck. So as a result, this guitar feels a bit different to other Teles. I have to say the back of this neck is incredible in terms of it's so smooth. There's no friction. It just feels great in the hand. I'm going through channel 1 on my deluxe reverb here. I think that's much better for a jazzy sound. The reverb is courtesy of the Strymon Flint. The volume's on 2 and a bit. Treble's on 6 and the bass is on 7. So let's hear some of these tones. I've got the volume and the tone all the way up. And that's very transparent. Let's roll a bit of that tone off. It's a bit too bright for me. I'm going to just knock it off about a third. Quite nice. Let's roll it a little bit off more. Really pleased with that sound. I would describe it as, from what I've had before with the Lola, I feel like it's very similar in some respects in terms of it's a very transparent is the word I want to use. I don't know if that is the best word to use, but the notes are very clear. There's a lot of definition to those notes. If I play a chord, I feel like the Lola, there's that again, that you hear the notes, the individual notes of it, rather than just one big sound. It's very clear what you get to hear. I like that a lot. I think it's got a really nice sound with the really beautiful mellow sound. Jamie at the Creamery does say it's like his take on the Charlie Christian. I don't think it's trying to be like exactly sort of faithful to it, but it's his take on it, and it's really helpful to have one in this humbucker size. And And why add one to a Tele? Well, I think if you're a jazz player and you want to use a Tele, one of the things you're going to try and want to do is obviously get the right mellow sound, but without going too woolly and woofy. You still want to hear the notes really well. You know, if you just keep rolling the tone back off on a pickup, you end up with not much left in terms of not a great sound. And you know, bring that tone back in, and it's really nice and clear. But yeah, going back to why people would want to put a pickup like this in a Tele, and I think it is to sort of fatten it up a little bit. And obviously the strings you use will also impact that as well. These are 11s on here. I know probably could, you know, enhance the sound with probably thicker strings, but I don't like heavy gauge strings personally. So it's not that I don't like the tone of them, I just don't get on with them so well. Let's hear it for some rhythm. Let's do some bossa. Nice rhythm, sort of swing rhythm. I'd say that you know, there's a really nice chime to the notes. You've got lovely resonance. Maybe some with octaves and fingers. Quite nice. I've had this for 2 days now since I had the pickups installed, and for me it's ticking a lot of boxes. I don't have to work very hard to get a jazz tone, you know, the usual thing of just rolling the tone off, but I don't have to roll it off too far to get what I want. So it still is clear, which is great, really, really beneficial. I always look in a pickup for string definition, so can I hear the notes nice and clear? Like if I play that as a whole, I feel like it's very clear. You don't want that to, you know, to lose the sense of that. And you know, beautiful sustain, which I know obviously the amp and the way you got things set up does play into that. But I put a little bit of crunch in as well, because whether it was something Charlie wanted or whether it was because of the limitations of the amp he was using, but you often heard it break up a little bit. So let's see what that sounds like. Quite like that, you know, that's I think that sounds good. I mean, it might get there with the rhythm too much, but sounds good. And just for interest, let's hear how it integrates with the other pickups. So this Creamery vintage style bridge I got here, this is, you know, your typical bright Tele. Not much use for jazz, but I will use it sometimes for other things I do. And then let's hear the middle. That's a very interesting sound. Kind of like out of phasey sound. Interesting. And then back to... That's where this guitar is going to live, really, on that. Let me know in the comments what you think, if I've done the right thing. The great thing is with this change compared to the one I did to my Nocaster is I can reverse it. I can go back to what I had before if I want. could put it in another guitar, or so be it. But this pickup, you know, humbucker slicing, you could use it on an arch top, you could use it on all sorts of guitars. I think it's got a great sound for jazz, great sustain, great clarity, which is what we want, and real good string definition. If you want to see more of this guitar, I've got a demo of when I first got it, going back when I just started YouTube, so it might be not as good production value, but check that out. I'll put that on the screen at the end. Or if you want to check out what the Lola Charlie Christian sounds like, I'll put that on the screen too. Until next time.